Good morning. Welcome to the rescheduled January Assembly meeting. Thank you for your flexibility. We had a problem with the New Year's Day this year, so we'll try to fix that next year. I'd like to remind you that unless you're expecting a call from the president or your broker, please turn off your cell phones for the meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order at approximately 10 o'clock and ask Hallie to lead us in the invocation.
Good morning, everybody. All right, I always have to say Pastor Leslie is still here. She's just out today. I don't want any crazy rumors going around. All right, let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we gather in this new year with hearts that want to be open and receptive to your guidance. As we begin our work together as a community, may we be positive, constructive, gentle, and thoughtful in our conversations and actions. As we proceed to do the business of this place, may it be with confidence, knowing you are with us just as you promised to be. We thank you for your grace in accompanying us. We pray today for those who suffer in any way, and as always, we pray for peace. Amen.
Thank you. Denise has minutes from our meeting in December. You want to review those, please? Yeah.
Okay, yes. I don't believe there were any, other than my typical typing errors and spelling errors, corrections to the minutes of last month.
Accept a motion to approve? All? Yeah, approved. Treasurer's report, Allison.
We've had quite a bit of action since my last report. We received from our gift card, our greeting card donations, $125.70. A gift was made to the crew at Fire Station 16, which was $257.70, and our library donation was $158.26, leaving our current balance at $4,714.22.
Thank you. I want to just bring up a couple of things that came up at Resident Council this past session. You'll have minutes that will be sent out to all of you. One of the most exciting things that's happened here in years has been the point system, and we're going to learn more about that in a couple of weeks. One thing I wanted to mention that's come up is keeping track of your own records. When I go to dinner, I think of my time there as being in a restaurant, so I get a receipt and I know exactly what I got and what I didn't get. And I think that's helpful to you and to the servers to be sure that the transactions reflect what you wanted. You can always call later and straighten things out with accounting, but it's I think it's a good practice to try to look at this yourself and make sure that what you wanted you got and what you got you wanted. So we'll leave it at that. Hallie, you want to talk about IL updates?
Good morning again. Okay. First thing that I wanted to mention, and I know messaging went out about this, we extended the HS resident network shutdown, so that will officially be turned off this Sunday at noon. We still have 106 devices, which has gone up since we asked residents to move over from it. So if you think that you might have any device in your unit on HS resident, please make sure if you need help getting it moved over to Lakeside, that you're signing up for help, IT help down in the lower level resource center, or see someone will help you guys out. So we just want to make sure we get you on our list to ensure that everything's moved over. If you don't know, you'll find out at noon on Sunday. We have talked about this several times in assemblies, but I think it's really important to continue redundantly reiterating it. The SARA protocol is very different for independent living than it is for assisted living residents. If an IL resident moves to respite for a little while, their SARA device is modified in that case. But if you're an IL resident, we want you to use that for emergency medical purposes only. So in the event that you think you might need 911, please don't hesitate to call 911. We don't want anyone relying just on SARA as their means of emergency. With that, in Touchtown, as I hope you all know, Tim and I did a safety presentation. The recording is available there. There's a PowerPoint available in there. You can search SARA in the search bar in Touchtown, and it'll pull anything and everything related to that. We also gave hard copies around the community for people, so please review that. It's very helpful information. The agenda is incorrect. I apologize. Marcellus will not be speaking. It'll be Reggie after me. But I will give you guys a quick update on the elevators since it's a hot point of contention around here. So we have gotten all the permits finalized. Stacy and Marcellus have worked really hard and with the board to get all of that done and complete. The next step is that TKE is sending in an electrician that they've contracted. As soon as that electrician comes in, they'll do a full assessment, and assuming that they don't find anything major, then the work will begin in February. We're hoping. Okay, the audit is final stages. I got another update yesterday. We're just any second now waiting for that. So as soon as that's out, we will absolutely let you guys know. I'm gonna skip that one. Overall, Cove East, I just want to make it very clear that the power outage next Tuesday, the 20th, that's only related to the Cove East building. It'll start about 9 a.m. and they say it'll probably last about 5 hours. We're hopeful it doesn't. However, we will have the generator running. So we're hopeful that there won't be a whole lot of interruption to the Cove East building during that time. And Marcellus will be there on site to make sure everything's going smoothly. The declining point balance module. So we learned that at the very end of the month, I think what's happening is they're doing a bunch of updates and getting those numbers live. So some of you might notice that in Touchtown, that account isn't available temporarily. Be patient, it'll come back. I promise it will come back. If you need your points, you can always go to a kiosk and ask for them. If you don't have to buy something from dining to get a receipt. So that's another one I wanted to remind everybody. Okay. I think that's everything. The last thing I just wanted to mention was, if you guys don't know Zach, he's our AV guy. He travels long distances to come here, and everyone wave at Zach. Hi, Zach. He comes here to ensure that we have these available for you guys. So especially with new residents, again, I know I'm being very redundant, but I think it's important at assemblies to remind everyone, once those recordings are available, they're at 7 p.m. on channel 1971 for Lakeside and channel 370 for Coves. So you can always watch them. If you don't want to read through all the minutes or look in Touchtown, you can watch it on your TV. So I think that is all. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
I want to thank Zach for making an exception to coming in today. We had to move everything back a week, so appreciate his support. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Hey, good morning, everybody. Wow, what a good group. Nice to see all of you. I just pulled executive privilege and said I wanted to speak today. One thing I just want to add to what Hallie said, and it was in our announcement, but the bistro will be closed Tuesday. Yeah, because of the power outage. So that's just, we won't be offering dining down there. That includes dinner, right? It's just closed all day. Okay, don't hold me to that, but I can't imagine they're going. We don't know when the power's going to come back on, right? And the generator doesn't provide power for that particular part of the building. Okay, couple things. We have at least two board members I see here, Lee Coors, our board chair, and Albert Learhus, who is on the board of trustees, but also is our chair of our Foundation Board. So I'm sure either of them be happy to say hello if you have any questions. They're actually meeting with members of our executive leadership in resident council today. We're trying to encourage that to happen as often as we can. In addition, on that note, our Hearthstone Foundation Board is meeting this Saturday, pretty much all day, and we have a consultant that specializes in foundations and all things fundraising, and she will be here with that board all day in our boardroom. Just letting you know that's happening. We are excited about what 2026 will mean for our foundation. And thank you to any of you that have given to our foundation. The main reason I wanted to be up here was just to remind you and encourage you to be a part of the meeting we have scheduled on January the 28th. That's a Wednesday. I believe we settled at 2:30 because there was a conflict. If we started at 3, that would make it too late. So Wednesday, January 28th at 2:30, we will address 2 primary issues, and that is the changes we made with the point system that go into effect February the 1st, and we will talk some about, I guess, the why behind the rent increase that we just made effective on January the 1st. So I'll have hopefully have Peter here, Stacy as our operations director, and we'll talk about the kinds of things that cause us to need to do that. And then I'll talk more about the point system. So come prepared with your questions. Unlike some meetings, this will be an open forum. We will try to get to every question that we can in an orderly fashion, but we can't be in here for 3 or 4 hours. We'll have, if it runs long, we'll have a part 2 or something like that. But thank you all. Appreciate it.
Okay, moving on to resident council business, the dining committee. Diane is going to give us an update.
Hi, I'm Dinah. I'm not Molly. Molly wasn't able to be here today to give this little report, so I get to do it. Just a few things from the minutes of the last meeting. Reservations are important. I know it can be kind of a pain to reserve in advance, but reservations are really important for birthday dinners and special dinners because of it allows the culinary staff to order the right amount of food and we hope not run out of things, so not throw away a lot of food. Because it is flu season, if you are feeling ill, please do not come to the dining room. If you are ill, the dining room, the food delivery service will be waived. There's nothing really new at the bistro other than that it won't be open on Tuesday, but there are some exciting new things coming. Chef Megan is very excited about bringing new things to the bistro. Still studying the prospect of being able to use reusable takeout containers. Stay tuned. They're coming maybe. And there will be a fee for takeout starting February 1st. This is because those takeout containers are so expensive to get the recyclable and compostable ones. And a reminder, the dining committee minutes are available on your floor. Always a good idea to read them because a question or issue that you have may have been raised by somebody on a different floor in a previous meeting. So check them out, and thank you for your time.
Member of our community, Sylvia Strand. She's replacing Sylvia Pugh as our gift shop manager.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, hello, and yes, I'm Sylvia Strand now. Just thought I'd let you know that we had a fantastic November. because of the point system, of which, won't be after February 1st. But we did, we actually did $4,000 in round figures, $4,000 more this last November than we did the year before. So that was very good. And I have to say thank you for being willing to buy things in the shop. And of course, we sent a lot to those of you who chose to send to the needy. We did a lot. I should have been on top of the whole thing and figured out how much we sent, but it all happened so fast that I didn't have time. I didn't even think about taking a picture of the boxes we packed. But anyhow, they went for a good cause. And of course, even without points, you're welcome if you choose to buy things and take yourself to the needy. It's great. So anyhow, and then in December, we had a good month. We went over about $500 over last year's December. And for the year total, we went over last year by about $6,000. So yes, the points help, but besides that, even before the points, we did well. And then I also might mention that on Monday morning, or the Monday noon shift, we have a gal who doesn't live here. She has her name in, but she lives in the neighborhood, and she has volunteered. Her name is Patricia and Renner. But if you go in, welcome her. And she's really a neat lady. And we may be getting another one that will have the shop open on Saturdays. But she's a high school girl. And we haven't got her started yet. But that's an update. And next month, we may have a little surprise for you, but I can't promise anything yet. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you. Ray, do you want to give us an update on Voices and how well that's going?
Well, the news is good from both in Voices and about Voices. Things are going well. This was a month where, when the deadline for submissions was coming close, it looked like we didn't have much, but we had a big influx. So we're just going to press today, and I'm happy to say that we have a lot of submissions. Couple of quick reminders: if you submit a photo, make sure that that photo is in its actual size. That will help us immensely with getting things downloaded into the program. The other thing is that we could still use someone or ones who would like to be focusing a little bit more on kind of coordinating and recruiting content. So if anyone thinks you'd like to do that, we can definitely, Meg and I or one of us would be happy to talk with you about what that would involve. So thank you, all of you. Many of you submit, and it really makes Voices vibrant.
Thank you. The moment you've all been waiting for, the movie committee, Don Bell.
You've raised the expectation quite a bit. Well, I will not disappoint you. So the movie committee has developed a list of screenings for the month of February, and we're doing something different. First of all, as you know, we show movies on Saturday nights and Tuesday nights. In February, on Tuesday nights, we will continue our series of comedies. And on those 4 nights, we will be doing the following: Blazing Saddles, Happy Texas, The Intouchables, and Love and Friendship. Now, if these aren't household names, some of them, I suggest that you show up and see all of them because they're wonderfully funny movies. On Saturday nights in February, we are showing 4 musicals. Since we've had that suggestion over and over again from several of you. So here we are, the first 4 that we'll show in February. And if the response is good, we may even do it into the future. The first one on February 7th is The King and I, followed by Into the Woods. I don't know what that O means, but it's a wonderful movie. It's a Stephen Sondheim musical, and it's the adapted movie from it. La La Land, which is relatively recent, and Come From Away. All right. Come From Away, as many of you know, is started as a stage show. It was premiered here in Seattle at the Playhouse by Intiman and has gone to Broadway. And so we're very excited. This is a filming of the stage show because there is no movie yet of it. There will be. So that is the lineup for February. Now let me say a little bit about March. One week from today, the Oscar nominees will be announced. And so in a week, we'll know what I'm assuming to be will be 10 movies nominated for Best Picture. 2 months from today, the 15th of March, the Ides of March, that's an interesting reality, is a Sunday, and that's when we will have our gala for the, I think, either 4th or 5th year, one of those two. And so pull out your best finery. We will do it upright on that night. And hopefully in the 2 weeks of March that precede that, we will be able to show right here every Oscar-nominated film for Best Picture. But that depends on whether they're on streaming services. But we'll do our best to get you all of them that we have streaming service for. Okay, that's it. It's exciting time.
Thank you. Okay, the floor and building chair reports, and we can start with Eunice.
Third and fourth floor in memory care in the West Wing, we're getting an aquarium installed. I saw it yesterday, and I don't know if they finished yet or not, but you can come see it. And we're doing quite a bit of respite care and encouraging people to know about respite care for a week or two when you need a little extra help. And that's about it.
Shirley from
It's a long way to say not much. For the 5th floor, we have one, still can't hear? Okay. We have one 2-bedroom view apartment available and still one 1-bedroom apartment. We had one resident return to the 5th floor who had been in respite care for a week, and we have one resident who moved to primary care, and that's essentially what we did on the 5th floor.
Thank you. Madeline, are you speaking for 6th floor?
Good morning from the 6th floor. Just to let you know, a reminder that we took all the stuffed animals that we collected under the Christmas tree to the fire department to use with the children when they are experiencing sadness, etc. The 6th floor won the holiday puzzle contest. I didn't have anything to do with that, but I'm really proud of those who were part of it. And we have a new resident moving in February. Thank you.
I think the floor is returning champions for the puzzle. Am I not correct? Good.
Okay, good morning. On the 7th floor, we had a highly efficient takedown of the Christmas tree. And then there also was a very welcome and well-attended potluck, Christmas potluck.
I just want to update you on cards. We've put out Valentine cards, and we kind of organized them all. We have every flavor of birthday card, even great-granddaughter, and many of you must have a great-granddaughter. So, and we have sympathy cards, even sympathy cards for loss of a pet. Now, on another note, I don't know how many of you have Keurig coffee makers, but the pods are not recyclable. But I have now found 3 companies that do make totally recyclable pods. And come see me in the back corner. I have the names, and I can even give you a sample.
Thank you.
Nespresso is one of the fully compostable ones. Okay. We have a new residents. I don't think they're here today because I haven't seen them, but it's Marcia and Doug Hastings, and they're moving in bit by bit slowly during the month of January, and that's on 8th floor. And you're all welcome to Coffee Social on Wednesday at between 2:30 and 3:30. We had 2 new people come this week. It's sort of a revolving, different people every week. And just bring a cup, or if you don't have a cup, just bring it. We have paper cups, they're not really great. And we have coffee, tea, hot water, and you don't have to drink anything.
Thank you. Don.
All's quiet on the 9th floor front. We are fully occupied. We did a very easy de-Christmasing because we have a leader who shows us exactly what to do. And we had an innovation by at the end of our de-Christmasing, we had a happy hour, which was so delightful that we'll probably do it every year.
All righty. Nancy? There you are.
We have a very nice display of winter books to read on our floor right now. There's no shortage of reading in the Hearthstone between the various libraries on the different floors and our big library on the 2nd floor. We have several vacancies on the 10th floor. The renovations team is hard at work on 1021, and we expect a new neighbor sometime soon, maybe March. That's it. Thanks.
Linda.
Well, Covey's has had an exciting start to the new year. We had no internet. Of course, it went out during the New Year's holiday, but they got it fixed. We're up and running again. And it's amazing how dependent we've all become on having the internet. But it was amazing. I read 3 whole books. And then we have the power outage coming on Tuesday. So we'll all become pioneers again. But no, we've got the generator. We had a lovely Hanukkah party. Everybody on the floor, it was a potluck. And one of the residents made a beautiful brisket. And so that's been fun. We've been having monthly community dinners. And it's been really fun. And then this week's floor meeting, we all answered the question, what are we looking forward to in 2026? Because we have to find something to be hopeful about. So find that little piece of light out there, and that's what we did with our happy hour. We have happy hour every week. Once a year isn't enough.
Hi. At Cove West, Paul and Mary Perlstein moved in November, but then Paul promptly broke a hip and went off to the hospital. But Mary is here, and she hasn't been introduced yet. Would you just stand and... I know lots of people already know Mary because she's been circulating around. We're very happy to have them. Russ Hanby is coming back, moving back into our building, and he's sort of in the process right now. And then we have another new person coming into the 4th floor sometime in the next couple of months. So we're filling up nicely. We de-decorated also, and we did it during our happy hour, and it was very efficient. And this afternoon, we're having a white elephant gift exchange, so very fun. Thank you.
Okay. Denise has an announcement and a thank you, I think.
Okay. All right. My first announcement is really a shout out to Marcellus. I've been here 5.5 years. Don't be embarrassed. And when you walk down the alley on a rainy day, drains from the Cove West building would cascade down on you. So it has taken 3 managers of facilities to solve the problem. Only I finally noticed it a few days ago when it was raining that it wasn't happening. They cleaned the drains, but it took 5.5 years. Thank you, Marcellus. It's so nice not to get drowned on our way down the alley. My second part is I'll change hats. I'm the WACRA membership liaison, and Laura asked me to make a quick announcement. Well, it's a whole page, that's not quick. They have 2 bills set up for the legislature. WACRA, for those of you who don't know, is an organization that is working to improve the legislative rules and regulations, I guess is the best thing to call it, for senior living. Apparently, Washington is woefully behind in what they can do to support us. Right now, there's a bill on the floor, or it's in the House. There's this whole process. And that one is just to establish ombudsman services for seniors in independent living. I think the current law, it does help people in assisted living or in other facilities, but we want to include us in that bill. And Laura was actually testifying this morning via Zoom to see if we could get that into the legislature. The other bill will also work on including the language in a bill as to what is considered a CCRC. Apparently, there's quite a bit of flexibility as how you define a CCRC. So what we'd like to do is actually encourage many of you who are not members of WACRA to join. Our push will be in the next month or two. I will be giving out forms for the people who are already members just to verify, but those of you who would like to learn more about WACRA, we'd like you to join. And Laura is more than willing to come to your floor meetings or any other group meeting that you have to explain what the organization does. I think it's been around about 10 years. So if you'd like to have Laura re-explain or further clear up any questions you have, just contact her and she'll be very happy to do that.
Thank you. Okay. No further business on the agenda. I move that we, yes.
I'm just having way too much fun coming up here. I forgot to do something that I wanted to do, and that is in one of the places in the building, there's a lot of creativity shown, is the window displays by the elevators. Well, we have several people on our floor who have incredible talent at that. I want to point out one particular one, Diana Marshall. Those of you who have seen her, yeah. Is she here? Diana, are you here? She probably knew this was coming. For this month, she has created a miniature display of children's books and has created three-dimensional parts of those books that are just amazing to see. She's an amazingly talented person, and we get the delight of seeing her stuff. So anytime during this month, if you have a moment, come up to the 9th floor and see those. Thank you, Diana.
It is on. There we go. I just want to add one thing to what Don said. A thanks for those of you that create those beautiful pieces there as you get off the elevator on each floor. That's all you. That's all residents. The staff are not involved. One caveat. Please do not block the view of the lake. I can feel Jill back there cringing a little bit because, you know, that is one of our biggest selling points. And so when you get off the elevator and the glass has sort of been overtaken, you know, by things that are posted or taped or whatever up there. So sort of keep it down about like this, and that way we can see the lake out of the window. Thank you.
I'll accept a motion to adjourn the meeting. So moved. Second, I'll see you next week, next month.